shake like a Nike hat. Yo, I got the Midas pack. Told her quiet, relax. I got my on the other line. I'm not bipolar but borderline. I just might switch lane.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And now it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Crowell on 1st. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Henry Anderson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They begin with a run by Crowell. Room past the 20. And finally down at the 41-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Nunez got it, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Darnold. Now he's flushed out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Crowell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Darnold on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. And throw right side complete to Parker. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know we just... Nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll them out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And they'll run it here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd down, here's Crowell fighting him off. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the 50, it's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. Now it's Darnold. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Olivier Vernon in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. The improv back there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
No, Jack, Patriot.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see it?
And look at this, it's a fake. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Gone!
Back to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
It certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now a play fake here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. That'll be taken in the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On first down, Darnold. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Oh, yeah. Set. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. A screen complete to Crowell. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
A first down throw, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They're connecting here with DJ Sharp. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
A first down carry now for Crowell. taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Darnold down to throw, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Miles Jack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. And he's got Moncrief. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Sharks got it left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Back to throw. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Darren Lee coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Shrugs him off. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. A little dump off for Crowell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. All right, now.
On second down, Darnold. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss, and 28 toss was their bread and butter.
He's going to go for a big play now and got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he's fourth, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lee. A good pickup there at 22. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to go up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Finds a seam inside the 40. Got an open man. It's a Nunwa. And finally brought down at the 38. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Parker the intended target, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he has got it. From 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking long for Westbrook. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from long, very long range. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
No, check, Patriots! Detroit! Gun!
Here we go, G, get off the field.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime
now,
alive.
Lucky 56! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll look to throw. And, he took the thing one-handed. What a grab. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown! They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we